Hey everybody, welcome to the Luke Show. I'm here with Ryan, Noah, and Tim. We're going to be breaking down the World Cup final. Okay, that's so cool. Everyone doing a finger gun and now a 6-7.
Oh
Okay,
shit, six.
wow. What a start to the pod. We're really trying to get like the middle school demographic here. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
All right, Tim's, we'll start with you, man. Just your reaction to that final. Break down what we saw.
Mm, the best team won. The best team won the World Cup. I mean, I think we saw it all the way through. Um, Initially going into the tournament, I was debating between France and Spain, and eventually I ended up picking France because I thought that they would have the best defense in the entire tournament. And lo and behold, it was Spain with just clinic after clinic defensively, shape wise. Make the midfielders did most of the defending because of just being in the right spots all the time. Rodri, unbelievable player. Fabian Ruiz, once he was brought in for Pedri, just balled out every game that he appeared in. Spain allowed 2.3 xG throughout the course of the entire tournament, which
That's
is
crazy.
far with an extra game in the tournament too, compared to the last World Cups. Like, just so impressive all around. And it's just cool because it's not like Lamine Yamal is kind of their guy, but he didn't have a great tournament. It was somebody else popping up at the right time in every moment they needed them to. Ferran Torres, the goal scorer, now has his name etched into history. And over the last like couple years, people in Spain have been underwhelmed by him. So like even somebody who has struggled a little bit here in recent past comes up big in the big moments and yeah, it's just like that collective mentality. It's they all fought for one another, but not in not in the same way that Argentina fought, which I'm sure that we'll get to. But yeah, just all around really impressive from the entire collective. Luis de la Fuente, we talked about him last pod. He just has them working like a well-oiled machine all the way up and through the tournament, and so I think well deserved.
No, I agree. Ryan, I want you to jump in here on the Argentina, what Tim just brought up there with them just fighting. Like I kind of heard a comp of them like the Thunder almost, which felt kind of appropriate. Like, yeah, your thoughts on that?
I don't know if I would say Thunder are the comparison. If you're going basketball, I don't know, like Detroit Pistons type shit,
Okay.
honestly.
Like bad boy
Like old
Pistons.
bad
Bad
boys.
boy
But
Mhm.
Pistons.
what do you think, Tim, on NBA comparisons here?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I guess you just have to bring up a team that is not necessarily playing the sport that they're supposed to be playing. You
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yeah, I mean, everything that Tim said is correct. The better team won. Spain played extremely, extremely well throughout the tournament. I thought got better as the tournament went on. Um, Rodri was fantastic. Pau Cubarsí was fantastic. Um, Lamine Yamal, when he returned from injury, um, he was great. Several other players, Cucurella was really good. You know, their entire team and their coach deserves some credit as well. I
Yeah.
am
Oh, sorry.
I'm so interested by the storyline, like the kind of narrative surrounding Argentina and like how dare they and this is shocking or in like very like almost pearl clutching attitudes towards their style of play, which I really feel like they like why are you surprised about this? Or why did you say nothing until now? They've been doing the same shit for the entire tournament, and I really think you could argue a lot of teams in the tournament are doing the exact same shit and have not gotten near the amount of criticism. But
Well, I think
nevertheless,
people kind of celebrated it in the England match. They're like, look at
yeah,
like how Argentina's
yeah,
like pushing the envelope here and seeing what they can get away with. I guess
yeah,
it's just because it didn't work this time. People are kind of like upset about it.
yeah, and I think it's a testament to how much narrative drives sports and changes people's perspective of sports. But yeah, Spain played great, deserved it. Well done.
No, I've been waiting. I don't think I've been on with you since like your keeper corner segment. So now's the great time you can break down Simone winning the Golden Glove here. Like, was he the best keeper in the tournament in your eyes, or is there somebody else?
I mean, the Cape Verde goalkeeper. Like I know that they lost in it was the round of 16, correct? And
32, I think. But
was
yeah.
it was it 32?
32.
Yeah.
But I mean, he carried an island nation that nobody thought twice about all the way into the round of 32 and had Argentina really sweating, just saving everything. But it's kind of tough to give the Golden Glove to someone who lost in the round of 32. So I don't disagree with the decision, but I think that if there was one year where you had to do some weird shit like that, it would be this year because that was insane. He carried an island nation that a lot of people probably hadn't even heard of further than anybody thought they would go, and then they had Argentina on the ropes. So he would be mine, but obviously they have to give it to somebody who made it much, much further.
Yeah, I was kind of like surprised. I don't know if this is like Tim, you might know this better than I do. Like the historical element of the World Cup, is it always like the winning team is gonna all the players are gonna win all the awards? Because like it felt like Rodri wasn't really talked about for winning like the Golden Ball. And it's just like I don't know, it's just like whoever it just seems like they just gave it to all the Spain players at the end. I don't know if that's a common thing.
I mean, I don't have like I couldn't like name the awards from like the last couple World Cups, but I mean, I mean, it's the same general tendency as like giving the Finals MVP to somebody on the winning team. You know, it's
Hmm.
like more likely than not, it's gonna go to somebody unless somebody from like the runner-up team just like played lights out. You know, I mean, I get like if Messi would have had a really good game, but they still lost, like maybe he could have gotten a shout for it for Golden Ball, but. Um, yeah, traditionally, I would say it's usually the teams who progress the furthest and win. To that point, it's interesting about Unai Simon too, because over the course of the tournament, can you guys guess how many saves he had throughout the course of the whole tournament?
Let's everyone get a guess in.
9.
I was gonna say 10.
I was gonna say 7.
8.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
you guys are all in
okay.
the ballpark.
Nice, awesome.
No, but it's crazy because, like, for example, do you remember in the final? I think it was in the first half. Argentina like played a ball through to Messi, and the camera wasn't wide enough for us to see where Unai Simon was, and it was kind of like a, oh shit, Messi's in on goal moment. And then all of a sudden, Unai Simon is like 40 yards out from goal, like
Mm.
like sweeper keeper. So I think that it's also a testament to just the way that Spain plays altogether. They wouldn't even allow their box to be penetrated because all of the defense that they were playing was so further back up the field. Go ahead, Luke. What do you have to say about
This
that?
sounds like my ex-wife wouldn't allow her
Penetrating
box to be
box.
penetrated.
Lots being penetrated.
Smashing.
No, finger guns. Yeah, but no, that is a good
Ah,
point
shit.
because like that is essentially a save, like when
And
he
I,
just comes out. Go ahead,
It's
Noah.
true. Yeah.
yeah, and I never played that style in high school. We weren't organized enough to decide if we were going high press, low block, anything like that. So we'd normally kind of just I'd sat back in my box and controlled my box. And now that I'm on a team with more advanced players and stuff, we do like to do that high press stuff. And I've always struggled with like the sweeper keeper aspect of it. It's not easy because you have a lot of yards behind you that you have to worry about. And on top of that, you're worrying about can I get to this ball? Can I not? And so I'm always impressed. Like that's my favorite style to watch. I think it's everybody's favorite style of keeper to watch, unless they're like Tim Howard making 16 saves or whatever. But that is a fun style to watch, and it is not easy to play whatsoever. So even if the stats don't show up in the save column, it's still critical plays.
Yeah, well, I mean, like even on the other side, like Emi Martinez was kind of doing like the Tim Howard type role, just like on his head, saving everything. Like
Yeah,
I thought that was like a pretty incredible performance from him. Didn't he have like a broken hand or finger too as well?
probably they were just letting him get peppered in a lot of games.
Yeah,
So
they said something about it during the broadcast, but I don't remember exactly what was going on there.
One last cool point on Unai Simon too is that like if you look at the three goalkeepers that Spain has, the other two goalkeepers, one is David Raya, who just had probably one of the better goalkeeping seasons in the Premier League that we've seen for a while. Behind him is Joan Garcia, who was extremely good for Barcelona this entire season. So, I mean, argument can be made those are the best goalkeepers in England and Spain. And then Unai Simon, who plays for a less good team in Spain, how we were talking about how Luis de la Fuente has moved along with the team. He used to coach U18s, U20s, 21s. Unai Simon has been his guy actually up and through all of these ranks with all these different teams. So Luis de la Fuente just has this like innate trust in this guy, and it paid off over the course of the tournament. I mean, he just looked so unbelievably calm with the ball at his feet at all times. And yeah, just super impressive from him and this entire Spain defense. And I think it goes to show that like going back to the point about how Spain doesn't have like, I mean, Lamine Yamal, he had this quiet tournament, but how it's this group of collectives, like usually it's the attacking like firepowers who are usually raking in these awards for best player and all this, all that. Like it says something that the best player in the tournament and the best young player of the tournament and the goalkeeper of the tournament are the spine of that Spanish defense. Like starting from Rodri, and the next layer is Pau Cubarsí, and then Unai Simon behind it. So just super impressive all around.
Just a quick stat, just to back up Tim's point he just made. The before Messi winning it in 2022, a player from the winner of the World Cup had not won the Golden Ball since 1994.
Whoa, that's insane.
Wow, very
Damn.
interesting.
I guess it does kind of make like because you take in the whole of the tournament. That's why I was kind of surprised about Rodri winning for Spain, but he was like so like their whole team. It just felt like you were never gonna possibly score on them. Like,
Hmm.
He was an engine and he just never, ever, ever fucked up. And he was in the right spot every single time, which is just so hard to fucking do in soccer.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Defensive midfielders will just like never really get like the kudos that they deserve because a lot of the time it's. I mean, I guess you can make the same goal argument for goalkeepers. It's like the less conspicuous that they are in the game, a lot of the time that means that the better that they're playing because they're clogging holes, they're preventing defenses from threading balls behind lines. Like it's all the stuff that you don't see that really makes the difference.
no, that's a great point. I mean, do you guys have any other thoughts like on the game? Anything else you want to bring up? I'd like to get to the trophy presentation, but anyone have anything else?
Um, I did have one thought real quick, and I was kind of wondering like other people's thoughts on this. Um, I'd seen some like celebrities saying "Oh Jackson," and like a lot of other people come out and have this massive um, kind of like PR campaign against Argentina because of um, a lot of racism in their country and like a general history of racism. Um, Again, in terms of like narratives and stuff, I did kind of wonder why Spain was kind of seen as the like better side or whatever, just due to like the history of racism in La Liga and against players in their nation. Um, I mean, just like thinking about it recently over the past few years, there's been numerous incidents with Vinicius Jr. There's been numerous incidents with Lamine Yamal. Uh, so yeah, I don't know if I really had a point, but I just thought that was interesting as well.
No, no, I'd love to get your thoughts on the history of racism in sports if you can just in a quick
Well,
two
actually, I
minutes.
do have a point I could make to that because
Okay.
I am not in tune with La Liga at all. In tune with the Prem, in tune with MLS even. But I think as obviously there were a lot of casual observers of the World Cup who got really into it, and Argentina is kind of just a general well-known thing. But to know about Spain and La Liga, you probably have to know a lot about La Liga in general and the Spanish soccer system. And I just don't think that that's unless you like a Barcelona or Real Madrid. I just don't know how many people are going to be in tune with that relative to everybody being in tune with Argentina. But that's just my take on it as somebody who doesn't really watch La Liga at all. So feel free to disagree.
No, I
I'm
think
a
that's
big La Liga guy, and I think you're full of shit.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. But Tim, to answer or Tim, you go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, when we got to the semifinals, that those were like some of the memes that were coming up. Is that like this is like the ultimate battle of racism, between the last four
okay. Maybe
teams that
I'm
were
just not
left.
as maybe I'm just not as
I
tuned
think
in,
so.
honestly.
What I think to your point, why I think more people in the general public had a problem with Argentina as opposed to Spain was just because like I think that like the nastiness that was like bubbling out of them is what was pissing people off, and then you take it and run. You know what I mean? Like all it takes is a trigger point, and then you're like, oh yeah, fuck these guys, for whatever reason you want to insert. You know what I mean? And so I think, especially given like the dichotomy between the two styles of play that we just watched, and like all the narratives around the game is like, oh, the one team that was playing soccer won, the one team that was like really like played beautifully won. You know what I mean? So I think that the over reliance on Messi and an over reliance on the shithousery that comes with it was, I think that was their downfall in the end. And so I think people were also tired of the messy narrative in the sense of like, like the games getting rigged and like FIFA wanting to promote him all the way to the final. I think that there was like a lot of different like smaller points of discontent that then kind of turned into like, oh my God, did you see what Paredes did? Like this is what I was talking about the entire time. You know what I mean? Like people want to like whatever fact is, people then want to take claim to whatever they thought led to that truth. You know what I mean? So I think that's probably why people were more upset with Argentina than Spain. But yeah, like it's not like yeah, all of the last four teams have, dark histories regarding racism and like
Yeah, I think it's like, but it's like not like Harry Kane's out there being racist or like it's just like it's so ridiculous to put the maybe he is. I don't know enough about Harry Kane. He seems like a decent
after
guy.
we found out that he went to go play golf with
Oh
Trump,
shit.
now
Okay, yeah,
all Harry
that's true.
Kane bets are off,
Might have
man.
been a bad example.
We
Jude
gotta dig
Bellingham
in a
wasn't
little
being
bit.
racist. I think he did beef with Messi, but it's not like the I don't feel like the players shouldn't have to like answer for like the history of their countries and everything. Like I think it's like a little bit
I
ridiculous.
disagree. Fuck it.
Okay. All right. I love that.
It's Messi's fault.
Yeah, but it's just like like
Messi's racist.
Messi's
You're
yeah,
racist.
wrong.
true.
Clip that.
Yeah. Can't we need to cancel Messi. But like I remember there was like the whole thing with Iran playing in like the Pride Night game, and I remember they asked like their captain about it, and he's like, "Well, that's our government. Like we have respect for people." And it's like it's just like I don't know why we have to like act like athletes are like I don't know, like spokespersons for their countries. I guess maybe they can be in a way, but they don't have to answer for like the history of like their entire, I don't know, socio-political, whatever, all that stuff. Like it's just a tough, like I don't even know. Probably not a good answer, but who knows?
They should have asked Pulisic about the 2008 recession.
Yes, or the insurrection, or Pulisic
Yeah,
is the big Trump guy, right?
probably.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, kind
Well,
of.
speaking of Trump, we can talk about him in the at the Ryan. I'm sure you have thoughts on him at the trophy presentation.
The sad thing is, I don't know if I really do, other than I don't know if I really do, other than just like vividly remember watching it at a bar by myself and screaming, "Get off the fucking stage! Get
Yeah.
off the fucking stage! Get
Did he
off the
like
fucking..."
stand around while like Spain? He just looked like lost, like an old. If Joe
Yeah,
Biden did that,
Just
he looked
wandering
like
around like an
yeah.
old fucking man.
he
Imagine
looked
if
like a
Joe Biden did
sad
that.
he looked
Joe
like a
Biden
sad
probably.
lost old man.
Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
he was going to do that shit too. I knew he was going to hang around because like when they like picked the groups and everything, he had his hands all over that. And so
Hmm.
it's the biggest event in the world this summer, so he was going to try to linger around and be a part of it, but he just looks so awkward doing it.
He's just such a dumbass. Like he just looks like so
Even
unprepared
like
for
even
everything.
like handing out the medals, he was like missing people, like
Yeah.
shaking hands out of order. Man, it was just
Oh
all a mess the entire
God.
time.
Does that have like in other countries when they host, does their president like is that the trophy presentation like that? Is that a common thing?
The like whoever is the leader of the country is involved in one manner or another.
Was
Like
Putin there in Russia in 2018?
I'm trying. It's funny you ask because I'm trying to remember. I really don't. I feel like he probably must have been
He
in
he
one
had
manner
to
or
be,
He
another.
ain't
right?
handing out
Definitely
medals.
the title.
Putin
Yeah.
ain't handing out medals.
Um, But like you remember last World Cup, like they had like the Emir of Qatar ended up putting the head garb on
Mm.
Messi, and he like celebrated with it on. So like
I don't
yeah,
remember
they
that. That's
they like to
hilarious.
get involved in whatever way they can. But it was just like Gianni Infantino like trying to like kind of like grab him by the shoulder and like pull him away once he was like already on the
Oh,
end.
that
And
was
it's just like
hilarious.
it's just Trump is just out there just like smiling into the abyss, just like
Yeah.
doesn't even feel Gianni on him, trying to pull him away. It's just it's you could
Mm.
see it coming the entire time, and the whole time you're like, is he still is it happening? Is he
Yeah.
still doing it?
He's still there. He's still
Is
there.
everybody just letting him do this? Rodri even kind of like had to motion him a little bit off to the side.
I wish they had let him
Um,
lift the trophy with him. That would have been
Yeah, that'd have been, he's like in the center, just hold it up. Like that'd have been
yeah.
awesome.
just let him have it alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just leave the stage, give it to him.
Well, didn't he get like some sort of like peace prize from FIFA for like his work in this tournament or
He
something?
sure did. No,
Yeah.
before the tournament, for all the work that he did, he ended the Israel-Palestine conflict. He solved the Ukrainian-Russian war.
Yep.
Um,
He got that straight ironed out in the ring. He got that shit opened up or
yeah,
closed.
he
I
opened
forgot what he
that shit
wanted. Yeah.
finally, dude. Thank God. Don't know
Hell
what we
yeah.
would have done in that regard without him. But
Thank God that instead of having free passage through the Strait of Hormuz, people now have to pay to get through the Strait of Hormuz.
It should cost money to cross anything really in the world.
it's the art of the deal, my
Yeah,
brothers.
yeah.
Also, another funny point. So he wins the FIFA Peace Prize or whatever the hell it was, and then it's something that he was like not directly involved with. Maybe he was directly involved with, but the Balogun call created the most unrest of
Oh,
really
yeah.
anything in the tournament. So
Yes. The tournament was actually going like kind of smoothly considering how insane it started, and he just like threw a wrench in that
It
too.
really is crazy how like to your point, everything was looking really good for us, and he
Mhm.
gets his hands involved and fucks everything up.
yeah, it saves
Yeah.
Ups
The
everything.
that's
vibes,
game
the
three.
vibes were completely off. The entire world, like we said already, the entire world wanted us to lose even more than they already did after that.
Yeah,
Like we
yeah.
were, I mean, like
The vibes were so bad.
like we cheated.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
cheated
honestly, yeah.
because our president made the call,
Yeah.
and so we
Did
cheated.
did y'all see the thing where apparently DeChambeau was thinking about calling Trump
Yeah. No,
Uh,
it doesn't
to
surprise
have
me at
him
all.
contest the like penalty he had in the Open?
I
yeah.
could go. DeChambeau is the biggest fucking crybaby in all of sports. Like, I
Can you okay,
absolutely fucking
so
hate Bryson
I did
DeChambeau.
like a little service level research on like
Mhm.
his douchery when
He
this
Uh,
incident
sucks,
happened.
dude. He
Can you give us
sucks.
like a quick like 2 minute thing on him, Luke?
yes,
Why is
like
he so hated?
it
Why is
was,
he such
I
a
would say
douche?
like in the early, like late 2010s, he like kind of came up and he was like kind of likable. Like he wore like the Puma like Kango hats, and everyone's like, this guy's kind of cool. Like he's kind of like old school. And then he decided like I'm way smarter than everyone. I'm gonna just be a scientist and figure out golf. And he like packed on like 50 pounds of muscle and created his own clubs that were like all the same length and had this like straight like rigid swing, which was just like corny enough. And then he just like I don't know. He was like beefing with like every golfer. Like, I don't know. He just thought he was like so much smarter than better than everybody. Like huge
There's
like friend of Trump and every like all his like the younger Trump kids or whatever.
Did he
Wasn't
go
there
to the live?
also wasn't sorry, no, what'd you say?
Did he go to the live
Oh,
when
yeah, he joined. Yeah, not
Yeah,
even
yeah, he
joined
went
yeah,
to
Live.
live.
which is enough
What
to hate any golfer. But then
wasn't
yeah,
there like an arc where then he then tried to like become like a positive, like uplifting social media presence
Yes, he
to
had a
like a goofy
complete
guy
PR. He had
online?
a PR campaign,
yeah, that's what's
reversal YouTube. That's his
And
whole
what
YouTube shit.
and when did that happen?
like 20. I would say he won the U.S. Open at some point because he kind of like had lost his game and like went to live where you don't play competitive golf anymore. You're just like the Saudis just pay you millions of blood
Yeah.
money to like pay in non like golf that doesn't matter. So it
Hmm.
was probably around like 20 after COVID, I would say. He like I remember he played with Trump once. Like
Hmm.
Golf in general got real big on YouTube,
mhm.
like after COVID.
Yeah, golf had like a huge spike out like during COVID, I think, and then it just since then it's kind of gotten a lot bigger.
Shrink the game. Shrink
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. Shrink Bryson DeChambeau. Nuke him actually. Nuke, shrink, and
Nuke.
expand.
Nuke.
But like even Roy McIlroy, like literally they asked him about like so in the most recent tournament,
Yeah.
he literally got like he threw he first off he you can't like go behind the ball and like he was like in the fescue like deep rough got behind his ball and is just like clearly like stomping around and matting this shit down so he can get like a better swing. Because if not, his club would have got caught like in his fescue and would have fucked up his swing. And he pretends like he says like, "Oh, I didn't mean to," and it's like maybe you did, but it seemed kind of suspicious. But
It
anyway, it's
doesn't
like
matter
yeah,
though. That's
yeah,
the
that's the
problem.
thing. It doesn't matter. You did it. It's a two-shot penalty. So
Yeah.
then like they film him and he goes with like these rules officials and is just like literally just throwing a temper tantrum, like screaming at him, like I did. It's like televised with no sound. It's actually crazy to watch. But they give him the two-shot penalty. He literally mouths and says, "I'm not going to play tomorrow" or something like, "I'm not going to play this weekend." Meanwhile, he's like in two shots of the lead. And there was that thing about him rumored to like call Trump and be like, "Fix this for me," like the Balogun thing. But yeah, he and then McElroy, they asked Rory McIlroy about it, and he was like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like, I don't like the guy. Like,
It was just like I'm not fond of him.
yeah, that's what he said. I'm not fond of him. But literally, no one likes him. Like, Brooks Koepka hated him. Like, there was a meme of him like rolling his eyes when he walked by like 5 years ago. Like, he just sucks. Like, I don't
One
even know how to
time,
describe
Luke, try remind me of the tournament if you know which one it is.
him.
Didn't he like he was trying to go under like a rope or some shit to get to his ball, and he like bonked his head on it, and
That sounds familiar.
he like
Yeah.
cried like he got hit by fucking Muhammad
He like
Ali.
flopped.
Like
Yeah. He's
yeah, like he
yeah.
flopped a
Yeah.
accidental head bonk on a rope.
He was trying
Yeah.
to get the call.
He sucks. He's basically like I think Roy McIlroy called him performative, which is like the perfect way to do it. Like he's just so fake, like just doing it all. And I think now it's just for like social media clicks. But yeah, we gave him way too much time in this
Yeah,
podcast.
all those golf YouTube. I went on like a deep rabbit hole on a lot of these like golf YouTube guys. Dude, they all fucking suck.
Yeah, golf is like I don't there's hardly any like
I found
golfers that are
remi-
good dudes.
remind me to send you some Instagram golf dudes that I think are actually chill.
Yeah,
So
there's a few. Like
I kind of like, yeah, we're talking a lot about golf, but it's an interesting tangent because this also feeds into something that Ryan and I have talked about before. So, regarding tennis, because Ryan used to play tennis like growing up, and
mhm.
so like I watch a little bit like surface level. So anytime that I'm like watching, I'm like asking him questions about it. But um, so this is kind of an aside, but so I got a work laptop on my new job, and it's a Microsoft system, and so MSN is the homepage when you get on the internet. You know how like everybody used to have MSN? It's like all
Yes.
the different types of news on there. So it must have been literally the first or second day that I was on it. Some kind of like tennis headline popped up on my thing, and it was like super dramatic, and so I clicked on it. And so now, like religiously every day, I'm getting like 2 to 3 tennis
Yeah,
stories. And all of them are so fucking bizarre, dude. Like them
yeah,
doing like crazy shit, either going
tennis
on
is
like
insane, dude.
rants, tirades, like fights
They're
with like
break,
partners,
they're
like
fighting. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
like
insane.
some episodes of violence, like all this shit. And I remember asking Ryan one time, and I was like, "What is like is this especially like does this happen in this sport a lot?"
Mhm.
And the conversation that him and I got into is that a lot of the time these sports where you're just by yourself, like solo sports, like you have to have like a certain baseline level of ego to be able to even survive in like this pool of sharks that you exist in,
Mhm.
you know? So like what you're talking about golf, like I feel like these types of sports, tennis, golf, like I don't know if it's like very particular types of individual sports, but like there's something in
You
that
have to be weird.
lifestyle of being an individual athlete who's only been able to rely on themselves like their entire life. Like you got to have something a little bit different in your brain chemistry, I feel
Think
like.
think
Yeah.
about Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is like the weirdest guy of all time.
Hmm.
Like he broke up with his high school girlfriend via like letter and then just never talked to her again. It's the
Yeah.
like
They're just like so obsessive, I guess, about just like you just are so locked in on like
just
yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
That's exactly it. The like focus, concentration, and locked inness
Yeah.
that you have to be like so good at those sports is just you have to be fucking weird.
Yeah, tennis and golf are probably like the most like even like best comparison because like you have to like I don't know just hit thousands of shots a day and you're still
Plus,
like you're never gonna like perfect it or anything like it's such a like golf is such like a random sport sometimes.
and then tennis, you add in the kind of like semi-athletic requirements
Hmm.
of being like kind of tall, at least decently tall, or if you're like very short, you have to be outrageously athletic.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I've never really played tennis. I bet it's insane. Like it's so hard to play.
dude. Dude, I
Yeah.
saw some dudes. I saw. I went to the States my senior year, um, and some of the dudes I saw play who were just probably like average on like either D2 or like low level D1 teams. They were so fucking nasty, man. It's another one of those things where you just remember the levels of like each sport and how
Yes.
fucking good dudes are, man.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. All right, that was a nice little. I liked what we got on there. A nice little tangent. Noah, you got any thoughts? Any closing thoughts?
You like tennis, no?
Yeah.
I've
I,
played tennis a couple times here recently, and I'm
It's
not
fun,
very
man. It's
yeah.
really fun.
Yeah, I've been like the two sports that I primarily play are basketball and soccer, and I have since I was a little kid. So I'm like decent and can hold my own at them now because I've been playing them for over 20 years. So me picking up a new sport and just not being good at it, I hate it every time. So
Yeah,
I
that
just
does
really
suck.
haven't picked up any new habits. I picked up running in college, but that's like not really a competitive thing. It's more of like an endurance thing. So
I always see the Kenny Powers quote wherever he's talking to like the guy that does the marathons. He's like, I do a lot of running. I'm sure you know all about that. And Kenny Powers is like, no, I play real sports, not trying to be the best at exercising. So
yeah,
your comment on running made me think of that.
yeah. I mean, it's different.
Yeah.
You're not really competing unless you're
No.
like doing ultra marathons and stuff. But
Yeah, that shit would be tough. All right, we got like 5 minutes left here. Maybe we should just take a break and come back in. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
let's do it.
Cool. All right, I'll invite you guys back in.
All right.
We'll be right back. We're back here. Noah was just telling us about his experience at McDonald's. Noah, go ahead. What happened?
I got a Big Mac one time that didn't have any patties on it. It was just like the three buns, lettuce, onions, and the Big Mac sauce and pickles. It was still actually pretty good. Like I still ate it.
All right, moving on. Let's get back to the World Cup coverage here. Let's see. I got some. Okay, concrete boot, worst player. What do you guys have for this? Is this a real award? Probably not, right?
Nah,
Should be.
Yeah,
It is
that'd be kind
now
of mean.
on the Luke show.
The Luke Show presents the concrete boot. Everyone give their nominee now.
Who was the
Presented
guy
by
in
Bobby's
England?
Lawn Care.
Yes, presented by Bobby's Lawn Care and Country Roads Walking and Running. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, country roads running
Okay,
and walking.
thanks.
um,
Well, who was the guy in England that he played 0 minutes and broke his arm and got a yellow card?
you're right. I'm so
Yeah.
that's
Jordan
it.
Henderson. Jordan
End
Henderson, you
it.
have
Well, yeah,
And
there
we have a
was
winner.
Jordan Henderson.
We have a winner. I forgot. I
Congratulations.
completely forgot about that.
We gotta
Yeah,
get
you
the
got a
clip of
yellow
him
card
falling
too.
off.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was
I'll
so
give
funny.
another shout. I'll give the entire team of Uruguay the concrete boot. They
Okay.
performed so badly that the head of Uruguayan soccer canceled the team flight back and said, all of you fuckers have to find your own way home.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
honorable mention to their keeper Muslera and Darwin Nunez especially. Uh, if you're tapped into soccer, Darwin Nunez is he's just such a meme player.
Very memeable.
It's
Yeah.
What
it's
about him? Tell us about him.
um he's a big athletic dude. Um and he makes some like really nice runs and gets into some like really good positions, but then just makes the dumbest decision you've ever seen in your life. And um or he'll just miss a shot by like 40 yards that is
That's
like a
awesome.
not that difficult shot
It's
for a
like when he fucks up, he like aggressively fucks up. It's
yeah,
like he
when
either
he
makes
fucks
like
up,
the worst pass ever, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Or it's
yeah,
a
Might as
shot
well.
that like skies, like Ryan said, 40 yards over, where you're just like,
I
what are
love
you
the
doing?
players who like it's going to be a tough shot. Like you either have to like bend it into a corner or something like that, but then it's just not even close. Like it's veering out towards the corner flag.
Corner flag, yes, yes, classic.
I
he
love
Darwin
them.
Nunez is absolutely somebody who's liable to have a shot go out for a throw in.
He's like a J.R. Smith of soccer.
I was just
Mm-hmm.
gonna say if we're talking
Oh,
about NBA
perfect.
comparisons, yeah, he's in the vein.
JaVale McGee.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I don't know.
Muslera,
Yeah.
on that point, Muslera, the keeper, I'm pretty sure in their last group stage game, like he had a really bad fuck up and he subbed himself off at halftime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
Give me the
100%.
insane.
change.
yeah. I mean,
I
it's
like
just
that.
I would
unbelievable.
never do that. I'm standing in there and just taking it.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, Lucas Saman, you're gonna have to drag me out of this fucking game, dude. Like I'm never coming off if I'm
He
out
did
there.
that a couple times
Oh,
actually.
also,
Oh.
honorable mentions to both Cristiano Ronaldo for just ruining social media for like 3 weeks.
For ruining Portuguese soccer for two World
Yeah,
Cup
and
cycles.
Portuguese soccer in general, and along with Roberto Martinez for ruining yeah, Portuguese soccer. Um, and also Christian Pulisic.
I was just about to say,
Yeah,
my guys.
Thank
yeah.
you for looking like a top 25 player in the world in the first game and then just absolutely like being a liability the rest of the tournament.
Where do you think he like things go from here with him? Because I feel like a bit. I heard on Bill. I think Chris Ryan brought this up on Bill Simmons show. Like just the red flag of all these former players being like, okay, it's time for us to just like unload on this guy and just talk about like we can. It's like there's no repercussions. We can just shit on him. Like it feels
I
like
think
there's like a big rift here.
this is a tale as old as time, I feel like in soccer, where there are so many players who are outrageous at, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and then just at a certain point kind of fall off a cliff for a lot of different reasons, whether it be personality issues, fitness, um, just general form, letting the prestige, fame, fortune of being a very famous professional footballer get to them. Um, it happens all the time. So I don't know. I really don't know where he goes from here and what really happens to them because I feel like he is kind of at a crossroads and he could go one of two ways. And one of them is really fun and really cool, and the other one really fucking sucks.
And yeah, just to add on to Ryan's good point there, like I think sometimes in situations like we have here with Christian, sometimes the pressure that gets put on you without necessarily asking for it can expedite that process too. Like before before Balogun entered the picture and like pretty much a lot of the lead up to this World Cup and for the last, 4, 5, 6 years, like Pulisic has been our guy. He's been deemed Captain America and like did he want any of this like at any point in time? Like did he ever want this much attention? Because I mean, you know, based on what we've seen about him and what we've seen through the lens of his personality, like he's pretty shy. Um, on that Landon Donovan and Tim Howard podcast, Landon Donovan talked about that like his circle of people are like kind of standoffish and like kind of dickheads to others. Like it just seems like he doesn't have like a positive vibe around him at all. So like we kind of declared him as our guy without really knowing if he was ever prepared to take that mantle or ever wanted it. And so, to Ryan's point, especially on the back of this disastrous World Cup for him, I do think he's at a crossroads now because I can see easily him having one more bad club season, two more bad club seasons, and then it just nosedives even
He's in the
further beyond
MLS.
anything now. Yeah. AC Milan, his club has kind of been in turmoil for the last couple of years, but they just got a new coach, Ruben Amorim. So maybe with like a new system and a new philosophy, yeah, like it's not like Amorim is somebody who inspires confidence, right? But maybe a fresh change can be good for him and it can kind of revitalize him, reinvigorate him, maybe. But
Especially when you've got really fun guys in the locker room like Rafa Leao.
yeah, yeah. Ryan and I were texting about this today. Ryan, tell the audience about what Rafa Leao posted on his Instagram today.
So I've heard conflicting reports, but I'm going to believe that this is true just because it's funnier. Um, allegedly, Rafa Leao posted on his Snapchat today. It was just like a black, just like blank image, and then the words, and it was like, I'm paraphrasing. Um, the World Cup is over. Girls can stop talking about soccer now.
I think yeah, it's now that the World Cup is over, women, you can stop pretending like you understand football.
That was it. That was it.
Some
Why did
Thank
he
you.
just
post
some
that?
so egregious. That was exactly what I
What
said
was
to
he trying
Ryan. I
to?
was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why? Like, what is the point?" I think it was on a burner Instagram account, is what it was,
Okay.
and but that was the response. It's like, why, why,
Yeah.
why, why?
You gotta kind of like just admire an athlete would be willing to
You
just
have to
he's such a
admire just not
dumbass.
giving that much of a fuck,
Yeah.
being that fucking stupid,
What are
being
Yeah.
you
that fucking
doing?
ignorant. It's just unfucking believable, man.
Even like having the thought is like dumb enough, but to just be like, I'm gonna,
Hmm
you know what, I'm posting this on Snapchat.
I'm
Like,
gonna share it
I'm
with the
Yeah,
posting
world.
it, dude.
there's three levels to it. There's
yeah,
one, let me think it
yeah,
bad. Let me say
yeah,
it
Bad, bad.
bad. Let me say
bad.
it really bad. Let me
Yeah.
post it online so
Yeah.
anybody in the fucking world can see it within
Yeah.
10 seconds. That really, 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 really bad.
That's so yeah. Hell yeah.
The levels of being dumb.
Yeah.
And
Brought to you by fucking Rafael Leao.
that's Christian Pulisic's new teammate, right?
So yes, to
Yeah.
tie it up, that's somebody who exists in the locker room with Christian Pulisic. So its vibes are not super high there. So
No.
it's tough to say what's going to happen with him, but I totally agree with Ryan that I do think it's kind of at a crossroads now because I think that the common wisdom was that most people expected him to perform pretty well in the World Cup and like his stock would rise big time.
Mhm.
And it was the complete opposite. Like everybody was just like, did he even play? You know?
Yeah,
Not a lot.
not yeah, like he didn't have a really much of an impact at all. Like even in the Paraguay game, like we didn't.
Paraguay game, I think he had an impact, and it was
Like the
like
first 20
the
minutes.
Yeah,
first
yeah,
20
yeah. The
minutes.
start,
Yeah,
but then
yeah,
yeah, it's like
yeah.
yeah.
And then it just fell off. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I was watching Landon Donovan talk about it. You mentioned it, Tim, and he also talked about how Landon himself was in a similar situation. Back in 2002, they went to the quarterfinals, and so expectations were super high going into 2006. And Landon Donovan was supposed to be the guy, and they completely crashed and burned, didn't even get out of their group. And he said that you didn't know about the criticism back then within the soccer circles because A, there was no social media, and B, it wasn't as talked about 20 years ago as it is now in America. But he said that there was a lot of him having to look inward and kind of figure out how to improve himself and be more reliable. And I think he did that. I mean, 2010 and 2014 were obviously, I think the U.S. outperformed expectations in both of those. Landon was a huge part of that. Had one of the craziest goals in U.S. soccer history against Algeria in 2010. So, I mean, Christian's at the same point in his career. He might be a little older than Donovan was at that time. In fact, I'm fairly certain he was, but still, I mean, he can definitely play one more World Cup at a high level if he wants to. Like his body, he won't have like been beyond his peak as an athlete, in my opinion. So I think he still has a chance, but he really needs to look inward and kind of figure out, like Ryan said, he's at a crossroads and figure out which way he wants to go.
Well, I think it's such a red flag that he's like that these former players are like not they're just teeing off on him because like he should be like that should like Landon Donovan, they should be like boys. Like he should be like getting all the advice he can from him. Like Clint Dempsey, all these older guys, like he should be looking to them. Like I think about Wemby and the Spurs, like David Robinson, Tim Duncan, they're just like constantly around him. And Pulisic, like Tim mentioned, I think that he's like in like a standoffish type group, is like the report. So I don't know. Like you mentioned, you said Noah, like he's got to look inward and find it. But the like all the vibes that we see from the outside doesn't seem like he really like is interested in that or like has that type of like I don't even know like I don't know that thought process or that
He just don't
mentality.
have that dog in him, man.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
it.
maybe Balogun kind of emerging as the player everybody in this country is looking at as the best player in the U.S. Like, that's kind of how I'm interpreting the narrative at this point. Maybe that'll be good for Christian to where he can kind of step back and they're talking about Balogun more than him.
Well, I remember we talked about before that Belgium game that should have been his mentality was like everyone's talking about Balogun like we don't like I'm the man I should like this should be my game and that just was not the case at
It was
all.
the
So
opposite. Well,
yeah,
he
like
tried to be the man. He just was like
was terrible.
dribbling right into people. It was
Yes.
insane. And he
Hmm.
would just like jump into them. He
Yeah.
lost his mind.
That was one of the worst performances. Like, obviously, we got to give Jordan Henderson the concrete boot. Like, that was so fucking funny the way he broke down his World Cup. But CP would be the next one, man.
Wait,
CP sucks.
I don't think
Hey,
did we mention a story about Jordan Henderson? I
What do
don't
you?
think so.
Oh, go
Like,
ahead.
just real quick, just for anybody who's not aware. So Jordan Henderson is like the 26th out of 26 people on England's team.
Hmm.
Was it after the very first game, Noah? Or was it after they advanced to the knockout
It was after
phase?
they beat Mexico, like when he broke his arm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was
Yes,
after they beat. It
Mexico.
was at Azteca.
In like the recent game, I thought it was broken for longer than that.
I
No, I
swear
think,
the video was the Mexico game. He like fell
Was it?
over like
Okay.
a
yeah, and his arm
Gotcha.
just like went sideways.
yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah, so he tries to after they win the game, after during the celebrations, he tries to flip himself over one of the advertisement boards, and he just fucks it up completely and lands on his arm and breaks it.
How tall? Those boards don't even look that tall. Like,
No.
you're
No,
supposed
it's
to be
like
a
not. It's
world-class
not
athlete.
like an
Yes.
athletic feat to jump over one of these fucking boards, man.
You're one of the greatest athletes in the world, like literally, and you just it's like one of the stupidest videos I've ever
And
seen in my
Isn't it
life.
really humid at Azteca though? Like maybe it was slippery. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know,
I
man.
don't
No
want to
one
give him
else
the
did
benefit of the
that.
doubt. It was fucking because he
Yeah,
had gotten a yellow card before that too, and he had only.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like a tactical yellow, but
Uh,
still, like the casual fan doesn't know that. They're going to see that you played 0 minutes, you got a yellow card, and also you broke your fucking arm.
yeah, not playing,
just a
Yeah.
legend.
not
I
playing.
well deserved to win the
I was
concrete
gonna say, I
boot.
think Luke Shode needs to like give him the dub
We will.
for the
I'll
concrete
put that.
boot.
2026
2026
official concrete
concrete
boot,
boot
That'll be a
winner,
nice clip,
Jordan
man.
Henderson.
Jordan Henderson.
Noah's a clip machine, man. The Wimby one and now this. I feel like this one's gonna do numbers. All
Yeah,
right.
I can be fast. I just kind of lose my train of thought if you let me talk too long.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep you on like a pitch count or something. Like I'll start a timer when you start talking. If it gets over 30
Yeah.
seconds, we just mute you.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
around the horn or some
I'm
shit.
good with that. Yeah, treat
That'd
me
be
like a
awesome.
dog.
Yeah.
Giving you around the horn powers would be dangerous.
Oh, that would
Actually,
be awesome.
Luke, we should do that honestly sometime.
If I could go on here and I can just mute you. Okay, cool. We'll do that at some point. Nice. Fuck yeah.
We'll come up with a system.
Yeah, Tim, just want to get your quick thoughts. Like I asked Noah about the history of racism in the United or in the world in sports and that connection. If you just want to go right now.
Pass.
Oh shit. I muted you, but it says I asked to unmute you, so you might have to unmute yourself. I don't
Just
know.
refuse.
There we
Stop
go.
the
He's
protest.
back. Okay.
I'll mute myself.
No,
Oh.
come back. Okay, no, because we got to talk about the Golden Clipboard, another Luke show. Is this a real award?
Wait, so
either?
we're going away from the racism conversation?
We're done with that, man. We're not going to
Ah.
solve that. The world needs 4 white guys on a Zoom screen to talk about that too.
With finger guns.
With finger guns in the
Don't
6
forget
7.
finger guns.
Racism sucks, bro.
Racism
Four white guys
sucks.
talking about racism.
Yeah,
Sick.
racism.
Pokes up.
That's what the world
Fuck.
needs.
Fuck racism.
Oh man, this might be our last pod. Bobby's lawn service just dumped us, man. That's crazy.
No, he would love this shit.
Yeah. I don't know how he would feel about
We might
it.
get fucking hoodies
Yeah.
at this
I
point.
do. Yeah, I need to throw that hoodie on anytime we're potting.
Yeah.
We need to get high vis uniforms.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. True. That'd be awesome. We need to go do this like in the dark somewhere, just wear a high vis vest.
Just one spotlight.
Yeah. Like just an industrial work light.
Just pass a flashlight.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Can we get back to the pod?
I
Let's
guess.
go.
All
We're not
right.
gonna talk about racism, sure.
Yeah. Sorry. I know you love to fucking talk about racism. That's all you talk about. All right. Golden clipboard for best manager. That's like the saddest like frown just. I hope people are watching because the look he just gave he's like, damn. He's like, oh, this sucks. Okay. All right. Golden clipboard, best manager. Who do you guys got? Everyone get a nominee and
Scaloni, Argentina. Honorable mention to Spanish manager De La Fuente, right, Tim? That's his name.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he
Yeah.
was really good.
Honorable mention to Jackass De La Fuente.
Fucking yoked.
What a fucking unit.
What a yoker.
You need a yoked coach in today's world.
Mhm.
Peptides.
No, what do you got here?
Who is Mexico's man? Like Javier Aguirre?
Oh, dude. Yeah, that guy like chirping Vinicius during the game. Well, I think he said like "fuck you" to him or
He did,
something.
hey, fuck you. Ha ha ha
Hey,
ha.
fuck you.
Yeah, I mean they got out of the group stage with 9
Ugh.
points. That that England game at Azteca was the best game of, except for the third place game, but outside of that, like best game in my opinion. And the atmosphere was unreal, and they stood toe to toe with England. I thought Mexico, they looked how I mean the U.S. did look good this World Cup, but I think that that's kind of how we wanted the U.S. to look, just in terms of results and everything. So mine would be him, just to not name someone in the final four, and because that's what everyone's going to do. So not just you guys, but like literally every like person that talks about it.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard not to, So
Yeah, so I'm doing the hard thing.
yeah, I probably should have muted you about 10 seconds ago. Tim,
Yeah.
Tim, your call here.
My golden clipboard goes to the Tunisian manager. Don't know his name. Got fired after one match.
Yeah.
The story with him was hilarious, dude. So he comes in. The main toss up was in the goalkeeper position. So they have basically a long-standing goalkeeper who was good. Like in the last tournament, he was like the man of the match in like a big match. Was like reputably very good. No, yeah, right there.
No, sorry.
All right, you're. I'm starting the timer now. You're
Flip
muted
it.
for 1 minute.
Flip it.
1 minute.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's saying something, but we can't hear him. Uh, so fuck, man.
Noah's in the penalty box. Back to Tunisia's manager. Sorry.
Oh yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
long story short, Tunisian manager decides to get rid of the really good goalkeeper and put in a no-name goalkeeper that nobody knew about and everybody was questioning as soon as the tournament started. Backup goalkeeper shits the absolute bed. They lose by a lot first game. Manager gets fired. So he gets my golden clipboard.
The guy they replaced him with didn't Herve Renard, is that his name, right? Didn't he
Yeah.
like get the job? Like there was some controversy there with him too, right?
I don't know about him getting the job controversy, but he's been like a staple of the World Cup. I think he's been like four different teams managers in the World Cup, or
Okay.
at least three different teams or
That's
something.
funny.
So
You think
he's
now
a stay.
Tunisia, this will work out this time?
Maybe.
Okay,
Who
great.
knows?
Hey, special shout out to shoot, I just had it. Damn it, it was German head coach. German head coach.
Oh, dude, that guy was
Oh,
awesome.
Nagelsmann.
Nagelsmann gets the I don't know what's a really bad clipboard broken headset award for like dumbest managerial performance. Dude was like actively beefing with his leading goal scorer
That dude
during
like
the
sells Tim
tournament.
coin, man. He looks crazy.
Yeah, and he looks like he is like in crypto. He
Yeah.
looks like he had a lot of Dogecoin.
Yes.
Great. Did we bring it up in the pod the one time that I think he was going through like multiple shirt changes per game because he was like sweating through everything?
I think we did, but we should talk about it again because that's hilarious.
That's quality stuff. Black shirts, not to mention.
Yeah. He was just like I remember the friendly against the USA. He was just wearing like a baggy ass like black
A
t-shirt.
baggy, that same baggy ass black t-shirt.
Yes, and then
Yeah,
just
that was-
like a hat that looks like he won like at a fair or something. Like not like a good hat, like a shit like it looked like it was Germany but like spelled wrong or something on it. Like crazy.
That was German swag, brother.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Get in tune.
Adidas.
Adidas.
I would probably vote for Tuchel as my best manager, A lot of controversial, but I like what he was doing. You got to park the bus to win some games, man.
Even Donald Trump didn't
Boo.
fuck with Tuchel was doing, man.
How
How
about-
about Donald Trump entering the scene and dropping a tactical masterclass on the American public? Unbelievable. He knew
Why
Why
what
do you
was
why
up.
do you become a defensive player? I mean,
Why
I
did he
don't
become
know
a
anything
defensive
about
player?
coaching.
He was even shouting out Messi, kind of drawing out to the right wing in the semifinal too. That guy knows ball.
Trump he did all this?
Yes,
Yeah, he did.
That's
Wait,
actually shocking.
I did something I found out actually on a pod the other day. Barron Trump played New York Red Bulls Academy growing up, and then played in DC United Academy.
We were talking about
got to
who's going to
DC.
save American soccer. It's Barron Trump.
It's Barron Trump.
Yeah, I mean,
That
come
guy
Oh my
on.
God.
He doesn't look
That guy-
athletic to me.
Barron Trump and Jared Kushner,
that guy
2044.
animals.
Stephen Miller.
This is a
Tosh
full-blown
Patel.
podcast.
We've actually just been bought by Turning Point USA. They're on these
Barron Trump
Now we
kills
got a real
small
sponsor.
animals, allegedly.
Definitely.
That is a sponsored by the Luke Show moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a brand new moment. You got
That is
isn't Barron Trump like 6'7"? I
Yeah,
think oh, he's actually 6'9". Wow.
He's six
nice.
nine.
Yeah,
Finger
nice.
guns to that.
Yeah.
Fucking hell yeah.
Do you think anyone's still listening?
no,
I
not
hope
in the
so.
slightest.
This is good stuff.
I'd like if you're still listening, comment like when you first thought to check out.
6'7". That's what you
Probably.
meant.
And now there's no chance you are because Tim did 6'7", but he did the finger guns. Not the 6'7".
Fuck.
Yeah, come on, dude.
All right, last few awards. What we got?
I think that was it. We talked about, I mean, oh, best young player, but if you guys want to give one for that, other than who won it,
No, not really. Right person won it.
everyone agree
Golden
with.
Glove, Vozinho or Vozinha or whatever the Cape Verde
Oh
guys are.
yeah,
Shout out to a lot of good goalkeepers during this tournament.
there
Like,
was some good
Yeah.
goalkeepers.
goalkeepers had a moment in
The
general.
World Cup of Unk goalkeepers
Mhm. I wish Ochoa would have been back from Mexico. Is my only point.
would have been legendary.
Was he on the? He was on the team, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think they subbed him in so that he appeared in his fifth World Cup for a second.
Oh, that's sick.
Which is
I'm
pretty
glad they
cool.
Imagine he
Yeah.
plays at Azteca for whatever reason against like England and he has some crazy save.
Yeah. I actually want to get Noah's thoughts on this. I don't know if you saw this match. It was I think Australia in like the round of 32. They like did the thing where they subbed on a goalkeeper at the end for like penalty kicks.
Yeah, I
And I
watched
thought
the
it was
show.
a disaster. Like he looked like it wasn't even close. Like, but what did you think?
Yeah, I watched the shootout because I was at work just scrolling Twitter and
Mhm.
they said like, "Oh, Australia's doing the penalty sub for at keeper." I was like, "Ooh, I want to see this." Yeah, he was just slow. Like it was like he sometimes knew where the ball was going from based off of what I remember, but he was just not getting there. And I forget when they subbed him in.
It was
It was
like
It was 119th minute.
yeah.
It was
so
right
if
before
you're
it. So he didn't touch the ball or anything.
if
Yeah.
you're gonna do that, you maybe want the guy to get into a rhythm a little bit. I know penalties are kind of random, so maybe rhythm doesn't matter as much, but you put him in at like the at halftime of extra time, for instance, and kind of just give him 15, 16 minutes to sort of run around, maybe see a ball or two. I guess that's kind of risky if you're trying to play a certain style, maybe possession, and then he doesn't possess as well. But I don't know. It's after seeing that, I was like, I hadn't seen it in a really long time, and I was just like, I don't like that, you know?
It just felt like a guy who had been sitting for 2 hours and was like thrust into like the most important part of the game. Like it
Yeah.
was so strange.
It's an analytics thing. I feel like when a pitcher gets like 6 innings and they've only given up 1 or 2 hits, and it's like, well, switch them now. It's like,
Yeah.
why? It makes no sense.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, that's a whole. Fuck that.
Shrink the game.
Yeah, shrink that.
Shrink, nuke.
Expand, vibes in sports. Ride the
Expand
hot
vibes.
hand. Expand vibes. Quote me on that. That's our. We're gonna start telling t-shirts.
Just in general.
First
Expand
one is
vibes.
just an outline
Expand
of finger
vibes.
guns. The next one just expand vibes.
That's like the shit we were talking about in the NBA finals. Like, I want that motherfucker mentality. Like, that's just vibes.
It's the best way to
And
describe
you
shit,
need
man.
that.
Yes.
Mean vibes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What else? Golden Ball. Is that? What do you guys think? Who should have won it?
Holland.
Boy, I like that. I like
We
that.
need to come up with some other like award, like who won the tournament. Not like necessarily who like actually.
Let's
like,
go
beat
with
someone, but
whose stock rose the most this tournament. Like who was like someone who was like, I don't know, a little under the radar and now are leaving the tournament with like, I don't know, they just really upped their value.
I mean, I think it has to be Holland. Like,
Yes.
not necessarily if like he had like low stock going into it or like wasn't known at all, but like his stock absolutely skyrocketed. I mean, I think that he alone has more Instagram followers than Man City, the team that he plays for now. Like, he just took the country over by storm, and like he loved every second of it and like did it in a way that like wasn't douchey or arrogant, like he's just a fun guy.
Yeah, he was just
It's just like
himself.
it's just like a fun hang, and he like
Mhm.
posts himself doing him online,
It seems
like
super authentic too. Like it's not like he's
yeah.
gotten PR trade. I'm sure he's gotten a little bit, but it's just genuine.
Right. Yeah, no,
Yes.
literally just like a selfie of his big fucking Norwegian face after scoring the two goals against Brazil. Just well, well, well. And it's the best picture I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
That was so
It's just
funny.
a
Yeah.
selfie and it just says well, well, well. Going back to Noah's point earlier, Vizinha, the Cabo Verde keeper as well.
Yeah. Didn't like wasn't there like a campaign to get him a bunch of like Instagram followers and like
I think it just organically happened.
oh
That
okay.
I
was
think he
organic.
I
The
think he
Tim Payne thing was
Oh, the
was
Tim Payne
That's
one.
what I'm
That was
thinking of.
yeah. That
Yeah.
was like they tried to find the like least popular player in the
Yeah.
whole World Cup, and it's just like this fucking just random left wing back for Australia. Is Australia
Yes.
or New Zealand?
New Zealand.
New
Yeah.
Zealand,
That's what I
yeah.
was thinking of.
Um,
One of my favorite parts about the Cape Verde goalkeeper is like someone's like he got all those followers and someone looked and he just followed like 2,000 women was like the only people that he
Yeah,
followed back.
he apparently just started DMing like OnlyFans models,
I
like how
love that.
incredible.
Yeah,
also
capitalize.
Yep.
special shout out to I feel like this is kind of obvious, but like Messi, man. Like, dude, how fucking good is that guy still
Yeah, deserves the
38?
word though, for sure.
It's
It's really hard to like grasp how good this guy is at soccer.
I still think he
I
should have
feel
won Golden Ball. Like I don't know.
I would have voted for Messi for
Mhm.
Golden Ball if I had a vote, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like even in that game, like they were so overmatched, but down the stretch they still almost pulled off some more magic. Like the
Down
last
the
5 minutes were terrifying for Spain.
Yeah, like there's just I mean, I feel like I may have said this before on this pod, but like it's incredible the feeling of watching a person in soccer when they pick up the ball 45 yards from goal, 50 yards from goal. You start going, "Oh shit. Oh shit." I've never seen another player like that, and I don't know if we will ever see that.
It just makes like time stand still when he gets the ball, you know? It's like like everybody just stops and what you're saying, it's like, oh shit, what is he about to do? Every time, you know?
Yeah, that extra time. He had this one play that he just like got it and turned around and had that like cross field pass, like just off like the right side of his foot. And I think
Hmm.
like an
Hmm.
Argentina guy like tried to flop and draw a foul, but it was still
Hmm.
just like an incredible pass, like the
It's
only
just
he
like
could do.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
dude.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think who else. I forget what we were. I mean, I think Jude Bellingham probably deserves like a shout
He
here.
deserves a
Yeah.
shout for reminding people that he is an absolute fucking baller and just so good, man.
No, I think that's a good point because I think the conversation goes from some fucking idiots before the tournament saying that they weren't sure if Jude, like the battle between Jude and Morgan Rogers, like is Jude good enough to be in the starting 11? Now he unequivocally is the person that England must build around moving forward, and like that's
Which
it.
Yeah,
also speak quickly, real quick. I want to hear some Tim thoughts on this. This is some deep soccer nerd shit. What do you think of Morgan Rogers for like 117 mil or whatever to Chelsea?
I think that's actually a good thing for Arsenal. I think that if Arsenal was going to pay upwards towards that amount of money, then it's not worth it. I think that he's good. I don't think that he's 117 mil good. So
I
I
I
think
completely agree.
I did see a cool thing. So the like Cole Palmer's like legendary like shiver celebration, Morgan Rogers actually came up with that and Cole Palmer just kind of stole it. And so they've always kind of gone back and forth about it because they're like best friends. And so Morgan Rogers, he came out today and he was like, yeah, Cole's been like texting me all the time, like all this, all that. So I am excited to see that partnership. I'm excited about Chelsea altogether with Xabi Alonso, but like I think it's an overpay, and I think that Arsenal is in a good position not signing him. So
what about my Brighton and Hove Albion squad? How are they looking this year?
I think a solid like between. I mean, you could be on the verge of European football. I think that the entire league is honestly going to be better this year around. So I think that anything in the top half is a tough ask for some of these. Like Brighton's traditionally known as like kind of like a mid team in the Prem.
Not
So
until now.
until now. I would probably say for this season, anywhere between like eighth to like 14th is a realistic finish, which is
Okay.
usually
I
where we're at.
I would
So
I would argue that you the Prem is so up and down, you don't even fucking know anymore, honestly, man.
Yeah,
Like
it's true. I think I'm just excited about all the managerial turnover in the Prem this season. So I think that it may not, you might be right that it may not be better, but I think that it could be like that much more volatile because I think that we have no
it's
idea what we're about to expect from most of
exact. That's
them.
what I'm saying. Like it's just I feel like the Prem is just so volatile at this point.
Yeah.
Who's in the top six this year? I can't like it was like Arsenal, Man City, and then
Man U finished third.
Man U.
Was the Villa finished fourth? Villa was either fourth or fifth. Um, oh my God.
Noah, do you have a
Sunderland,
Premier League
I
Sunderland
have
team?
it.
finished seventh. I don't
I
know.
have it.
I loosely have rooted for Man U over the years because my dad's like really good
Oh,
friend growing up was a
mm.
fan. But then I also got in on Sheffield Wednesday as
I
they
mean,
tried to get promoted, and they did get promoted once, and that was really cool to watch. But then they got penalized 12 points a couple years later, relegated. It's kind of it sounds like they were owned by like Dan Snyder owning Washington.
Oh,
That's
nice.
kind of what sounds like was going on at Sheffield
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Well, how did they get 12 points penalized? What happened there?
They filed for administration. I don't quite know what that means. One of them
means
can
they basically went bankrupt.
Oh,
happens.
Luke,
They
yeah.
just penalize you if you go bankrupt. That's
Mm.
cool.
Luke, what are you doing on Thursday nights?
Uh,
Or sorry, Thursday afternoons.
coming up like soon?
Yeah,
Like,
from like August until like
I don't know. Probably not.
April or
I'm
May.
probably free. Oh, from August till April or May.
Yeah.
I'm probably good for the whole time. I don't
You're gonna
have
be
much.
watching Brighton. You're gonna be
Let's
watching Brighton in the Conference League, in the UEFA
Seagulls. Let's
Conference League.
go. Come
Let's go
on.
Seagulls.
IG told me all they do is just sell their good players, which kind of pissed me off. I might pick them.
I
They are
just,
kind of a feeder club, but
I mean,
they do
yes and
have
no.
they
I
Yeah.
do
think they
they
kept
have a
around
very
those
they have
guys.
a very good system in place. Like they'll have like their next manager who they want lined up like well in advance before
Well,
they get
isn't he? Their
next
current one's
dude. Like
33, right? Isn't that what you
current
told me?
ones, yeah, Fabian Hertzler, he's 33.
Nice.
He's a good manager. So
They
yeah,
got a cool Japanese guy too.
Kiro Mitoma, yep, very
Hell
cool.
yeah. Nice. I'm excited.
Pascal Gross.
Oh
Gosh,
yeah.
Gross.
Lewis Dunk.
Oh,
Louis Dunk
Big
is his
Louis
name.
Dunk. Yeah, Luke,
That's my
you
favorite
need a
player
Lewis
already.
Dunk
Yeah, you need a
kit.
dunk kit, dude.
Dude,
Dunk kit.
what I gotta get is I'm gonna get a dunk kit for sure. And WU has a fullback now whose name is Caden Luke, so I gotta get his
Oh
NIL
my
jersey
God.
that just says
It's
Luke on the
perfect.
back.
It's perfect.
Okay, I want to talk about some NBA free agency. We're out of time right now. We're back here. Sorry, we got cut off at the end of the last segment. But so I got Tim and Noah here. Ryan might pop back in. I'm gonna go through. I made a list here. I just want you guys to react to it. It's 1 through 26 because I got four teams that cannot be ranked due to being in limbo. But I'm basing this on how excited the fan base of these teams are for the season to begin, like a
M-
fan optimism ranking.
NBA,
The
correct?
correct, yes, NBA. I should have mentioned that. This is some NBA free agency talk. So my limbo teams are you got the Cavs and the Warriors because they're waiting out this LeBron sweepstakes, I guess if you want to call it that. I still think he's going to the Spurs, but I feel like that's really going to impact uh, how these teams. I feel like if the Cavs don't get LeBron, they're probably going to be. I don't even know. I don't know how they look, but Warriors. I feel like they just won the summer league and Lindenborg looked really good, so they might be optimistic already. The other two are the Raptors and Clippers. You know, based on this whole Kawhi trade. We haven't even talked about that. What do you guys? Isn't that insane? Like, what's going on there?
Did have they said can he go to Toronto yet?
Well, they said the NBA is like, if once we conclude this investigation, if he's on the Raptors, you guys are going to be like, you're going to get all the fines from this, like whatever the damage is, which
And
is
they're
just
just
insane that the NBA is like taking this long and not allow. Like, why would they even let the trade go like happen to begin with? But okay, those are the limbo teams. Now 26, I think 26 through 23 here are teams that just are, completely hopeless, like no real shot of anything good this year. And with the new lottery rules in effect, you kind of don't even want to be. This is like the worst spot you could be because it's better to be up higher. So you got Kings in last. Acuff is about the only thing that should inspire them. And then, I mean, how much is that really going to get you? Pelicans, I mean, I think maybe like they might trade Trey Murphy and get something for that, but I mean, fans are gonna like that. The Pelicans are just like, I don't know. I feel like they don't really even have fans, and that franchise is probably, I don't even know.
It's like
Nets,
I feel like the Pelicans are like a make-believe franchise. Like, do they really exist? Do they really play in the league?
it's
Like,
weird. Yeah, just down
does
in New
Zion really
Orleans.
play there?
I
Yeah,
saw a
the
picture
Hornets
of
were fun for
Zion.
a little bit, but the Pelicans have just never been fun.
Never, like 1 year with Anthony Davis, I think they made the playoffs, and Drew Holiday might have been there. But they still are just like, yeah, no fun at all. And they
Why
should
they're
be
not?
because they have Zion, they have Trey Murphy. Like that should be like a solid, fun team.
They have to rename to the Jazz. That's the only way things will ever get better in
They
New
should do.
Orleans.
Well, I think they should just ship them. It should just become the Supersonics. They should just get rid of New Orleans.
Would you rather
Tiresome.
teams move around than expansion?
Yes, I think that would absolutely be the best. Like,
Yeah.
just get rid of the Pelicans and the Nets because no one cares about those teams. Hey Ryan, sorry, I'm going through this list here. It's fan optimism rankings.
Wow,
Um,
I love this. I
so
love
it's
this.
it's just like how excited the NBA fans would be about the season to begin. We got four limbo teams: Cavs, Warriors, Raptors, Clippers, just because of a lot of stuff's up in the air for them. Last place, I got the Kings. Second to
Okay.
last, the Pelicans, and now
Okay.
number 24 is the Nets.
Okay.
I think the vibes have probably never been lower for the Nets with the Knicks just, taking over the NBA. They just got Julius Randle, who I guess is now the face of the franchise, but a Julius Randle, Michael Porter Jr. combo there. I don't know how much fun that's going to be for fans.
Never really thought about it. How do you think Julius Randle feels getting shipped out of New York from the team that just won, watching all of that happen, getting shipped back to New York to the shit team?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to get in the mind
I
of
don't really
Julius
know if
Randle.
I don't know if he's like the deepest thinker out there. So I don't know if he's really even
I don't think
calibrating
that's
what's
fair to
going
Julius
on.
Randle, but I don't. He could be a really smart, thoughtful guy. He
Yeah,
might
he
just
could be. Yeah,
he might just
I
be counting his millions of dollars for playing basketball. I don't know.
maybe.
23, we've got the Bucks. I mean, you just got four
Fucking
Miami Heat.
dumpster fire.
Yeah, just you got four Miami Heat role players, for be honest. Some
I
picks.
would I would argue that they would maybe they you could even move them to the tier below because like everything that your franchise has just been for the last decade
Yeah.
is now gone in
Well,
my opinion.
they're in the bottom tier. This is the tier of hopelessness. So
Okay.
They are
Okay.
pretty hopeless. All
yeah.
right. Well, I would
I
maybe
was
move them another tier down.
I was literally
Hopelessness or
about to say, I
devastation.
was like, I feel like all these teams are just like,
This tier is
Just
bad.
depressing. Yep.
Um, but that besides this, there's like a lot of optimism, I think, building up from here. So 22, you got the Suns, who they're like a fringe. They could be in the play in here, but again, you got Devin Booker. I
let
thought,
D Book cook.
yeah,
Let D Book cook.
but that's really besides him. I don't know what you have on this team.
Scale of 1 to 10, how
Green,
good
right?
do all of you guys think Devin Booker is?
7.5.
I was gonna say 8.
I'm gonna go 8.5. He did score 71 one time.
That is true. I mean, he was like arguably the best player on like a team that could have won the finals. But that was a weird year, so I don't really know what to make of that year. I like Devin Booker. He's a good player, but besides him, I mean, like Colin Gillespie, I think is going to be the starting point guard on that team. And the Miles Bridges trade was pretty terrible. I don't really see what they did that for. Now we're getting this. I think this. I'm going to say 22 through 18 is a tier on its own. It's like these teams could make the playoffs, but have done some.
What's the Suns tier called?
This is like I'm trying to think. It's Suns through
Because
22
they're
through
not the tier
18.
of hopelessness, I don't think.
They're not hopelessness, but they're I don't even know what would you call it. The future's not bright, but it's yeah, the tier of I don't even know. That's it's just I don't know tier. I don't know what to make of
It's
this.
the tier of meh.
Yeah, man, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's six seven tier. Yeah. But not as fun as 6-7. 21 is the Rockets. What do you do with the Rockets? You're gonna be like a 7 seed?
Horrible vibes last year on the
Yeah, I
Just
don't
Rockets.
know. Maybe they should be lower because I think that going out of the season the way that they did, like on the back of the KD burner and everything like that, I think vibes are pretty bad.
It was the worst offense I've ever seen. And I grew up watching basketball in the 2000s. I mean, it was fucking awful.
I mean, their point guard got hurt at the beginning of the year, and they made no plans throughout the season to address that. Like they never got a point. They could have got fucking Io DeSumo for nothing. Like so many options they could have done. CJ McCollum was available and he was amazing for the Hawks down the stretch.
Instead,
So
they just told Amen Thompson, "Hey, it's
yeah,
like you've never
that's
done this
the
before."
only
But
thing that I think they have going for them is Amin Thompson is really good. And I mean KD is still a Hall of Famer, even though he just kind of hates everyone on the team. Shingun is questionable. Like he's a good player, but he also seems to have terrible vibes. The whole
Horrible vibes.
yeah, this team might
It's
be
just a
they
team.
should be.
The head coach, like literally run out of Boston due to
Hmm.
some extramarital affairs. Like the
Yeah.
vibes are just the vibes on
Rockets, I'm gonna move them to 22 and the Suns at 21. And the
Yeah,
Rockets are in their own tier of just horrible vibes.
yeah.
Okay, so now number 20 got the Orlando Magic. Um, had a disappointing end to the like they should have been way better than the eight seed. And then within their playoff run, they choked a 3-1 lead to the Pistons. And I don't know, they didn't really do anything in this offseason that I thought made a big difference to their team. You've got like a good foundation, I guess, with Franz Wagner and what's his name, Paulo. But I don't really know where the Magic go. And Desmond Bane's pretty good.
Could
But
I
be
feel
could be like a new coach bounce is the only thing
that
that
is
maybe
the
could go in their favor.
that's the only thing there. Their coach was terrible. But yeah, I
I
don't know.
feel like they are very similar to the Houston Rockets, and they're like a team with good players, but like vibes are very, very poor.
Yeah, the only thing, the only hope I think is the new coach changing that. But it does seem like their pieces don't fit together right. Like it feels like you got to get like Franz or it's probably gonna be Wagner's gonna get traded instead of Paulo, but one of those guys is probably gonna be
I think
gone.
they've played long enough together to see that that's not an
Yeah.
optimal partnership. So yeah, I agree. I would get rid of Franz and get a package for him.
And I bet last year they would have been like I thought they were gonna be really good going into this season with Desmond Bain. So they're a disappointing team. 19 is the worst owner maybe in all of sports is the Blazers. Uh, they just hired a coach to a 1 year contract. How do you even agree to that as a new coach? Like you immediately you're the new face of the franchise and you sign a 1 year contract. Like this owner only wants to save money. Like I don't they're a good team too. Like they have a lot of good pieces and should be like really good. Like this should have been like their year to take a leap, and it just their big trade was John Morant, which seems like a disaster trade. Like I don't know how he fits with their team at all.
This is a recession indicator that
Yeah,
this clown
yeah,
fucking owns an NBA team.
it's
And
crazy.
people like it's fucking insane. And now he's threatening to take him out of Portland because they won't like pay for his shit with, you know, taxpayer money.
Oh, insane. Yeah,
It's just I don't how have we allowed this shit to happen for so long?
I don't know.
It's
Appearance from
so
Tim's
bad.
cat now on the pod
Cat,
too. Yeah,
The
is that
Chief is
Chom?
back.
he
Big
loves the.
Chom.
He's so back.
He's a big
I want to
Blazers fan.
let me see if I can get Mr. Squirrel fucking Leo.
Let's get Mr. Squirrel out here too. Okay,
Leo.
Blazers. We've said enough. Cheapskate owner,
Yeah, they
Zionist
suck,
star
dude.
player.
Squirrel Man, where
Vibes
you
aren't
at?
great there either. 18, the team that had I may they could have had the worst offseason, but they still are a good team, is the Celtics. The Jaylen Brown thing was just such a disaster.
Ugh.
And I don't know how you justify like this Paul George coming back for him. That's one of the worst contracts in the NBA. Still, though, you have Jason Tatum and you're still gonna be like a playoff team.
You don't
Set
fuck you don't fuck with post substance use suspension Paul George.
he was really
Hmm.
good down the stretch and in the play like even this first round of the playoffs was good, but I still think that that was like a nightmare contract. I can't believe that I still am shocked by that trade. I don't know how they let that happen.
It no, it totally is.
Yeah.
I've always been such a sucker for Paul George.
I mean, if he wasn't like 36 and like constantly injured, then I would be like more into it, but okay, 17, we're going to the Hornets, who I think personally they should be higher, but I think their fan base is upset about the LaMelo trade. But I'm not a LaMelo guy at all,
I
so I
didn't think
like
that
them.
was that bad of a trade.
I thought it was a great trade for the Hornets,
Yeah,
honestly.
Who
It's
did they get again?
you got
they
Nas
got
Reed and
Nas.
a bunch of picks. Was
Yeah,
there
fuck
any other
it. I'll take
players?
yeah, fuck it. I'll take it.
It's like and LaMelo's last game that he played for there was like or they beat the Heat, didn't they?
Yeah, they beat the Heat.
But he almost choked that game away and then hit like a game winner. It was the most LaMelo performance ever. But anyway, I think that they made like that move was like looking down the road, we're gonna be way better in 3 years now because of this move. So I like that. This tier, I kind of fucked up the tier. I didn't talk about the tiers. I'm not worried about the tiers anymore. 16, we got the Memphis Grizzlies. I think their future's bright. Cam, what's his name? Fucking guy for Cam Boozer from Duke. Yeah, things are looking good for the Grizzlies.
The only summer league that I watched was the fourth quarter of the championship between the Grizzlies and the Warriors. Cam Boozer looks like a fucking man, dude. Like I don't think that he's gonna have any kind of issues transitioning to the league, honestly. I think he's gonna be really good.
Yeah, no, I agree. And Cedric Cower there. Javon Small,
hmm
WU looking really good there. I hope he
hmm
like has a role
I
on the
think I
team.
think he might have a career in the NBA, honestly,
Dude,
at
he
this
was
point.
such a dog at WU. I thought he was so underrated.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm excited to see the Grizzlies. They'll be a fun league pass team, I feel like.
Yeah.
Edie, who I hated in college, like if he's healthy, he's been pretty solid.
I always wondered why he was so low, um, on like the draft boards when he first was coming out of college.
I guess people just thought he was like be way too big and would be able to
Just too
move, but
raw.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he's proved me wrong. I thought he was gonna be shit. 15, I got the Nuggets here. Very disappointing end to the year, but you still got Jokic and Murray. You could still, theoretically win the championship. But I just think they got to get like Aaron Gordon's health is such a concern now. I don't really know how you can be like excited. They got to get Peyton Watson back too. He's still kind of a restricted or some sort of free agent. I think like teams could still sign him, and he doesn't have a deal done with the Nuggets. But the
The
Nugget,
Nuggets,
go ahead.
the Nuggets are performing organizational malpractice with what they've done with
It's been weird.
Jokic.
Like last year, I thought they made really good moves. Like got Cam Johnson and Tim Hardaway, and it just did not work out at all. So I don't know. And Aaron Gordon's health, I think, is the biggest X factor with them.
The last like 4 years of them has just been so strange, I feel
Yeah,
like.
it feels like they should have won a couple more championships. Like it's been
Like
like the
one
worst.
more.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
worst possible way it could have gone for them.
I feel like if you redo the last like 4 years of the Nuggets 10 times,
Mm.
this is like the worst possible
Oh,
outcome.
absolutely. I completely agree with that. 14, I got Pistons here. I mean, they won 60 games last year, but didn't really improve their team at all, I don't think, in the offseason. Isaiah
And
Joe was a good
this
trade.
Duran thing's been a
But
nightmare.
didn't get better in the
Yeah.
slightest.
Yeah. Jalen Duran has been like I feel like they handled that well though, because they didn't overpay him. They kind of called
Mhm.
his bluff, and they're like, I don't really think you can play. Like, he tanked his
Mark
value in the playoffs. He was so
Market
bad.
wasn't hot. Market hot
No,
wasn't hot for him.
once you're taking
Just
meetings
throws
with the
off the vibes,
Kings,
though.
what is it?
It just throws off the buzz because, like, I did watch him a decent amount in the regular season. He was a big part of that. So,
He was amazing in the
Or
regular season.
or he comes back and plays even harder this
Yeah,
year.
they'll be interesting to watch. I like the Isaiah Joe piece too. They just got to get shooters. They got to get shooters, and they didn't really do that. Duncan Robinson, he left, didn't he? Or
not
no,
yet.
there was the rumor that he was gonna. Okay, he's still there. 13 is the Snow Time Lakers. Starting
Oh God.
five white guys. I think they
Fucking
probably overpaid a little bit for Walker Kessler, who has never played like a full NBA season, but it could work out really well. We'll see.
You're
Um,
throwing him in there with Reese and Luca, who also struggle to play full NBA seasons.
True. Yeah, it could be a complete disaster, or it could be like brilliant. I don't know.
ninth
Number
in the West misses the playoffs.
that yeah, they're not gonna win the championship, but I don't know. I like in theory it could work out. Number 12, I'm going Chicago Bulls. My God, I think Caleb Wilson is like his stock right now. I think is like an all-time high. Like his summer league performance was insane. I thought he looked so good. I feel like the vibes right now. It's got to be the most excited the Bulls have been in a long time because
Mhm.
it's basically just because of Caleb Wilson too. I don't even like who else is on the roster. Giddy, like,
Giddy, I had him in fantasy last year.
fantasy monster.
Yeah, he's insane.
Yeah,
He
Like,
is a
guaranteed
monster, all
40
right.
points every week. Yeah.
Josh Giddy innocent, bro. Free him.
Wow.
I don't. I'm not here to defend Josh Giddy,
Yeah,
but
let's
I'm pretty sure.
move it
No,
along. Let's move it
Whoa,
along to number
hear me-
12.
Hold on, hear me out. Just kidding. I don't think he got in any trouble though, so fuck it. Whatever.
I think he paid the girl's family off.
You should be allowed to date. There,
Uh,
love is love.
all
Number
right, number
11, Utah
12.
Jazz. Utah Jazz.
Jazz way up.
Let's go. Jazzing
Way
off.
up.
Yeah,
Jazzing
no, I
off.
don't. Jazzing off.
Jazz no.
You got Jaren Jackson Jr. coming. Number
Hmm.
10, the Wiz.
Wait, isn't Jazz Darren Peterson?
Darren
Yeah, it is,
Peterson.
but
Yeah.
they got Jaren Jackson Jr. trade last year, so he's gonna. I feel like that's gonna be a good starting five for like
Hmm.
Keontae George.
DNP.
Yeah, DMP.
Kid's got aura,
Yes, he's looked
as
good in
the
the
kids
summer league
say.
too. It could also be a disaster. I don't know. Ace Bailey's still there. Marketing. They'll probably trade marketing at some point, I would think.
Drank some pickle juice.
Hell yeah. Number 10, taking a whiz, Demansa. Aaron or Anthony Davis said he's going to play 82 games this year. What, do you guys believe him?
That's
No.
a lot.
I don't
Trey
know.
Young contract is terrible, I think, but at least you have like a name there.
I
All
saw
right.
a clip. I saw a clip yesterday of Trey Young's that he understands angles. He kept harping on the angles. He said if God would give me a body that's like 6'7" or 6'8", then it would have been over for the rest of the league. So just
You
keep
you
that in
you
mind.
are unbelievably cooked once you start talking about if God would have made me taller, I'd be better at basketball. As an NBA player, if you're
As
saying
an
that,
NBA player.
yeah, that's
If
something
my
I say.
grandma had
Yeah.
wheels, she would be a bike.
Yeah. Well said. That concludes our Trey Young coverage on the year.
Yep.
Number 9, Mavs. Cooper Flag should take the next level here, next jump. I think Kyrie's coming back. They just got Rasarche, a former number 1 pick. We'll see if that rejuvenates him. But I just like the Mavs, man. I think they got some something here.
New GM.
Yeah, yeah. Masai Ujiri, he's always making
That's
moves.
true. That's actually
Yeah,
probably the big piece about this is that there probably is going to be like a recalibration in how they like into the market and
yeah.
like trying to get good players and stuff. So that'll be interesting to see because
I
I think he like left with a good reputation from Toronto.
He was always really good. It was weird that they let like they went in like a whole new direction, but they're also like a sleeper Embiid team. I keep hearing because like Ujiri and Embiid have like a really good relationship.
Wait, so you're telling
Mm.
me when a team goes from the dumbest guy in the league to a pretty good guy, their team is probably going to be better?
Yeah, that a good way to look at
What a
it.
concept.
Go from maybe the worst GM in the history of sports to like a really good one. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna things are probably
Great,
gonna get
great
better.
plan. Great.
Wild.
Why don't more organizations do this?
They should, man. Fuck. But yeah, I wish I knew the odds. Mavs playoffs would be a fun bet. I think they got something here. Number 8, I'm going to a team I think has had a great offseason, Atlanta Hawks. They just got Lou Dort the other day. I feel like they really, got rid of Trey Young
It,
last year. The Hawks are like they have a plan, it seems.
Most
Hawks
improved
up.
player
J-
last
Hawks
year.
up.
Yep.
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson should be like yeah. No,
Nikhil Alexander Walker. BT
yes,
Hokie.
yeah. Okay, shout out BT.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Is
Cat.
Kaminga still there? What happened with him? He ever go
They're
anywhere?
gonna send his ass to like another country. Like I
Yeah.
think everybody in the NBA is just done with Kaminga.
You need to watch saying we need to send a black man to another country. Kaminga, you go wherever you want, man. We support you. I'm a Kaminga fan, honestly. I think got something.
Have they started making the like Chinese Super League memes with Kaminga yet?
They need to. It's the Charles Barkley like saying ni hao thing or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah.
We're ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
Okay. Number 7. Now I don't agree with this, but I think their fans think this is a better move. Is the Timberwolves. Like I don't really think I think LaMelo and Anthony Edwards combo will just be a complete disaster. Just him like just LaMelo driving around Minnesota. Like I think that's more dangerous than anything that they're going to do together on the court.
In the ice?
Yeah,
In the ice?
it's
When does it start snowing in Minnesota? Like how long is
today. I think it snowed
October.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think it's snowing
July.
now.
so
We got
he
all
might
this.
not even get to October when the season starts.
There was like an AI image on Twitter, and it was like LaMelo driving in his big crazy Jeep. Like it was like ramming to like an abortion clinic with Anthony Edwards riding shotgun or something like that. So yeah, that's about all you need to know about that team. And they probably will be like a 4 seed in the West. So this next 2 teams, you got Thunder at 6 and Spurs at 5. Um, All the Thunder really did this year was just clear a bunch of cap space and get like 30 second round picks, which is
Got
kind of
Wemby
fun.
for a discount, but
Yeah, the
Mara,
Spurs, yeah.
great
Yeah, I
job.
like the Thunder had an amazing draft too, is another good part of this. But I really like, I mean, there's still going to be, one or two, and it's going to be Spurs Thunder in the West
Uh,
for
They
years to
they
come.
they got the backup big man who can handle the minutes whenever they need someone in Wemby. So
Absolutely. I mean, they signed Harden signed to a good deal.
yeah,
Lou Dort being gone, I don't really think is that big a deal for them. I don't really think they're going to miss him too. Like Casey Wallace is a much better player, and McCain really came on during the playoffs. And the Spurs, I love the Tobias Harris signing. I thought that was really what they needed. And if we get LeBron, that's going to be huge too. Probably not going to happen, but I still, I'm hearing things. I'm tapped in. All right, top four here is all Eastern Conference teams.
Jesus.
wow,
Wow, I know.
whoa.
Number four, Miami Heat.
love it.
Hell
I
yeah.
put them higher as
Interesting.
well.
Now, shouldn't the Heat have been
That's
included in the limbo teams in the beginning? Because I think that, like, I mean, Noah, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like that's the most likely LeBron destination now.
At the very like just betting odds wise, yes, Miami is the most likely.
Because there's a Pat Riley comment where like we just landed the first plane, now we're waiting for the second or something like that, right?
Yeah, like the
That's a
first plane just hit the tower or
yeah,
something.
that's a
Yeah.
wild.
what?
Pat Riley.
What?
We have taken down the first tower.
Yeah.
The second one is imminent.
Well, that front
Are you,
court would be like
did,
9/11 because
that's
there's
a
no
that's a
shooting.
real thing that he
No, no,
said.
Pat
No, no,
Riley didn't
no, no,
actually
no,
say
no.
this.
Okay.
No, but
Good.
I think landed the plane was the term that he used.
Noah
Right.
should not be allowed to be on a pod past 11 o'clock because he's going to start talking about 9/11. Yeah, Tim, that's a good point, but I think just they finally got Giannis. They finally got like the superstar they've been after for like
You think they
5 years.
already are? Yeah,
Huh?
Mhm.
they're probably already excited just with
Yeah,
that.
I think and just they really got Giannis for not much at all. I mean,
No, are you excited about that? Have we even asked you as a
Yeah,
resident Heat fan?
super. Yeah, I maybe one a month ago or whenever it happened, but yeah, I'm super stoked because like we actually have like you can't just bullshit your way through the playoffs without a superstar, which is what Miami's kind of just assumed it could do for a while. I mean, Jimmy Butler obviously would turn into a superstar, but in terms of like just 82 game regular season, which I know, to be honest, didn't come even close to 82 games this previous season, but I mean, he's putting up like 30 a game, when fully healthy and everything. And he's won an NBA Finals. He's won an NBA Finals MVP. He's still in his lower 30s, so he's still got some juice. So I'm super stoked. I like getting Tim Hardaway around him too. You keep Wiggins around him. Mitchell's been improving his jump shot a lot. So even if you don't land LeBron, I think the Heat have a lot to be excited about.
no, it's like Giannis, I think has been like the last couple of years it's been lost, but he's definitely like when healthy, like even top five player in the NBA. Like he's
Mhm.
unbelievable. Tim, you were about to say something? Oh,
Oh,
okay. All right. Yeah, I still don't think that they're not as good as some of the other teams in the East, and certainly not the Spurs and the Thunder, but definitely will be like a fun team to watch. And the Giannis Bam, like that's one of the best front courts you're gonna have. Number three, this might be shocking. Shout out to Mike Gansey, 76ers.
Hmm.
I mean, who's had a better offseason than them? Jaylen Brown for peanuts. And even their smaller trade like Dean Wade coming over there. What's his name? Simon's there, another free agency signing. Like, and I love their draft pick of Phylon. I think they've had like an incredible offseason, and I love that Mike Gansey is just like running shit now for them, the WU legend.
I am curious about the like ball sharing between, and it's also hard to like even like bring Embiid into the calculus because we don't know how much he's going to play, how healthy he's going to be, if he's going to be on the team all season long. But I am curious about like ball sharing between Maxey and Joan Brown.
Yeah, you would be curious about balls. Number two,
Yeah.
Indiana Pacers.
Got his ass.
Let's go. Halliburton's back. Come on. Halliburton and Zubac. Let's go. They had to sit.
Alabon.
Yes, the
Alabon.
Halliburton.
Alabon.
Yep. Last time we saw the Pacers, they were about to beat the Thunder in Game 7 on their home court. I know they played a whole season last year, but not really. Pacers are back. Halliburton had what was his crazy disease that he had that made him gain weight? I forget. Shingles, I think.
TB.
Yeah, Halliburton had shingles last year. I don't know if people you
CTE.
talked about. He did not have CTE. I don't think so. Tim has CTE.
Whoa. Finger
God,
goods on CTE. Tim, pro CTE.
Pro CTE.
If anyone's still watching, just comment like
We're
cancel Tim or something.
it's 11:07. These boys
This
are
is like a
silly.
3-hour pod.
This
Number
is
one,
crazy.
the Knicks. What else can I say? Thank you guys. Take it easy.